Hello everyone. I have a bit of a confession to make. I did a haul. My haul of shame. No, I didn't actually break my no-buy. My haul of shame is old new makeup that has been in my closet, or is it called new old makeup? It's literally makeup that is like in its packaging, still new, still unopened, never used until today. I've got a bunch of it on my face. I saw Paulina Beauty do this and I thought, you know what? I have my own haul of shame to show. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'm gonna finally get some of these, makeup items that have been dying to be loved and used and try them and use them for the first time since I bought them. I am a little bit embarrassed that I have this much unopened makeup, but I feel like at the same time, no, so honestly, there's no excuse out of it, I don't think. Anyway, I thought I'd share with you today, like I've just dumped it on my desk. There's quite a few things. Let's go through them. First big thing, the Natasha Safari palette. When this first came out and I made the mistake, or maybe not the mistake, of watching Mel Thompson's review, I had bought this and then I saw her review and then I was like, I can't use this anymore, knowing that it's bad. There were other people that were saying that this eyeshadow palette is trash and I just could not bring myself to ever open this and try it out for myself, because I was like, okay, well, if it's not great, then maybe I'll just leave it in my cupboard and pretend I never bought it. Despite watching reviews, sometimes I feel like, yes, you definitely have to try things out yourself because everyone has different experiences. Hers was just convincingly bad that I just couldn't bring myself to open this. So for those of you who don't know what this palette looks like, it came out like, I don't know, 2 years ago. Time flies by, I don't know. It looks like this. I think the color story in here is absolutely gorgeous. Do I think it looks like safari themed? I'm not 100% sure, but I do love the color story and I love that it's all matte. For me, an all matte palette is very attractive because I mostly use mattes and mattes are my comfort zone. It's nothing against the color story, it's more the formula that worried me. Now I have it on my eye, and if you want to see how I went with it, please stick around for that part. But basically I do agree with a lot of Mel Thompson's points. A lot of the shades, like the blue, I had a lot of trouble with. I felt like it was blending away constantly. I definitely felt like some of the shades in here were just blending away. It's frustrating because it is an expensive palette. Can't return things in Australia, so might as well just try it out and see how I like it myself. Let me know if you guys have this palette and what your thoughts are on this palette. Did you like it or do you think it's trash? I think it's okay. I just don't think it's worth the money. And I can definitely see that there were problems with it. Then I have this Kevyn Aucoin, The Contour Book, Volume 2, that I think my mum got me a couple of years ago when she was traveling. I have tried a few Kevyn Aucoin palettes in the past, not palettes, but like cheap products, and I thought they were okay. This is what this whole palette's about, so it's definitely one that I was interested in trying. I just never got around to it because I'm one of those people that I'm just a creature of habit. I use the same things over and over again until I finish them. Only then will I try something else, but it takes a long time to finish a highlighter or a bronzer or a contour powder. It just does, because you only have one face. And lately a lot of people aren't necessarily wearing makeup, and I've been using my Suqqu Holy Grail Pure Color Blush palette, which has a bronzer, and my favorite blush ever, pretty much, that I'm wearing right now. It's kind of like Luster, but on steroids. Is it Luster? Yes, it really reminds me of, yes, Luster from NARS, but more orange and just gorgeous. I love it so much. Suqqu makes one of my favorite blush formulas. So like I just don't feel the need to branch out, but I've got this and I tried it today and I do think that the contour powder is nice. I went really heavy handed on it a little bit, I feel. I haven't tried these out yet, so I think I might do this. I think I might leave this on my desk for the foreseeable future and just try and use this more often because it's, it's a nice palette and it's not getting any younger. So those are my kind of base products. I do have a brow palette from Maybelline. Again, I think I was given this. I think it was like for a KK. It's not something I'd use because I have like my staple brow palette. I'm not adventurous in some aspects of my makeup life, like my brows. I'm not adventurous. I like the same products. So, not open this and I'll probably give this away. I do have one more cheek product. This is the Super Shock Cheek in Poolside, and it's basically, I feel like it's too dark for me. So I need to give this away as well. Never used it, just sitting in the drawer. Another cheek product, Hourglass Euphoric Fusion. I don't even know when I got this. I have swatched it and then just put it back in its box. I've never used it. Honestly, this shade I don't think necessarily suits me all that much. I think it's something that I wouldn't use. I can't remember buying this. I might have bought it. I might have. Okay, then I've got several lip products. Lip products seem to be one of those things I like to buy and then just forget about because I've got so many. One is one I'm wearing today, and this is from Melt Cosmetics. I have a love-hate relationship with Melt lipsticks because some of them are really matte and very uncomfortable. But then the shade range I really like. This shade, I'm a little bit torn about. I think maybe I might be able to pull this off. I don't know. What do you think? I think it does look a little bit strange. I could, with certain looks, wear this with, like today. I think it goes really well with today's makeup. It's a very, very light orange, and I do love orange lipsticks. I have numerous orange lipsticks, but I actually quite like this despite it looking a little bit strange for me. Somehow I do feel like it works. I don't know, let me know what you think. Then I have Pink Heels, and it's this shade. It's kind of a, I don't know, like a neutral pink. I'll have to try and use it at some point. I feel like the majority of Melt lipsticks do look pretty nice on. Some of them look really weird, like Voyeur looks very strange on me. Looks beautiful on some people I've seen, but terrible on me. I've also not used this Cake Pop Lippie in Funnel Cake. And this is what the color looks like on the outer packaging, but on the inside, what is it? It looks more like a pink to me. And I think I'm probably gonna give this away because I've got so many lipsticks. I don't need more lipsticks. And this shade doesn't particularly, I don't know, grab me in any way. So I got this lipstick from Tom Ford and Event, and this is the shade. I've never used a Tom Ford lipstick before. I think I want to keep this because I do want to try it. It's quite bright, but I feel like I might be able to sheer it down and use it as a stain or something. And I'm really curious to try a Tom Ford formula, so I've got to try it. In a way, it's kind of exciting to have all this new old makeup because I haven't been shopping for makeup, and I haven't really been tempted either, I'll be honest, but it is kind of nice trying new things. Then I've got this Fenty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk, which is a gloss with some silver sparkles. And I do like the Fenty Beauty formula for their gloss. The smell, I could really just leave it. I just really don't like the smell that much. I also have this lip topper in Skinny Dip from Jouer, which is this kind of golden number. I actually don't mind a shimmery gloss. I haven't tried this and I'm not sure if I will want to keep it because I have quite a bit of glosses already. I don't know, maybe I should just give this away. Skinny Dip is like one of their most famous shades of highlighter, if I'm not mistaken, and I think they made the exact same shade as a gloss. So I do think that shimmery like gloss can look quite flattering on, depending on how much glitter there is or like mica there is in the formula. If it's too much, I feel like it can be a fine line. And I do feel like Fenty gets it where it's not overly shimmery. In the packaging, it's really metallic. So I'm not sure about this one. And I don't want to try it because I'm not sure if I want to keep it. Oh, I forgot about this. I used this for the first time today as well. This is a strobing cream from BANILA Co., which is a Korean brand. I bought this in Korea in 2015 or 16. I don't think I like this. It smells really strong, like a very sweet shampoo, like a generic sweet smell, and I don't like it. I feel like it does somewhat remind me of the strobe cream, but I don't know, I might just have to try it on a little bit and see how I go. Like once I use it and it's on my face, I don't smell it anymore, so I don't mind that, but the initial smell of it, it's so strong. I might as well just try and use it up since I've already started using it, and we'll see how I like it, because these kind of products, you know, first impressions, sometimes it can be hard. Things can grow on me, and this maybe, I'm hoping it might. A couple more eye products. I've got this 3 Shimmering Color Veil Statement. It's a kind of a loose eyeshadow, and I heard this from Violette FR, who tried this. This is a Japanese brand. I was very impressed when I saw her use it, because not many people know about 3 that aren't in the Asian beauty world, I feel. This shade is absolutely stunning. I am wearing a little bit of it today, but I really feel like this would be a really nice one and done. It's a nice shimmery taupe. It's beautiful. I think I'm actually going to wear this for work this week. So let's put this on my table so I can use it. This was expensive. This I think cost me like 50 Australian dollars, something like that, because at the time the exchange rate wasn't good, and 3 is an expensive brand. Was it $30, $40? It was expensive, like more than most people would pay for a single eyeshadow. I've also got Lyra or Lyra from Rituel de Fille, and this is a Celestial Eye Soot. I've got a few of theirs and I've noticed that they dry up really quickly, so I really should actually use it. They're expensive as well. They're all natural products, and because they use natural ingredients, I don't think they last that long because they don't have the typical preservatives that a lot of companies use to keep products lasting a bit longer. This is what I've got in my inner corner. It's actually quite nice as an inner corner, like pop of brightness. It was really expensive for what it is. I wouldn't repurchase this. And 2 more things. One is this Lasting Color Mascara in blue. And this is from a brand called Elegance Paris. And I believe it's a Japanese brand. Everything on the packaging is in Japanese. It's made in Japan. And it says here that it was 400 yen. 4,000 yen, sorry. So expensive. Expensive mascara. Anyway, I think the majority of this went into the packaging. I mean, it's pretty. And I feel like a lot of Japanese makeup do put a lot of the budget into making packaging pretty and cute and, you know, expensive. And the color, I was really hoping that it would translate onto my lashes, this color, but unfortunately I don't feel like it does. And I'm really sad about it because I love blue mascara. Love blue mascara. There are not many brands that do a good blue mascara. And if you know of one, please let me know because I love blue mascara. I think blue mascara can look particularly great when you're wearing blue. I just feel like it brings out the blue and it makes it look even more blue. And then I've got this QUARTZ false lashes. It's Crystal Cont's brand. She's a fellow Aussie YouTuber. I think she's also based in Victoria, and she has her own brand called QUARTZ Beauty. I bought a bunch of her lashes, and I think this is the only one that I haven't used. This is in amber, but I don't know. I stopped using false lashes like 2 years ago, coincidentally at the time I gave birth, just because, yeah, false lashes do take time to apply and I don't have time for it, but I will keep them. I do like the quality of her lashes, and I will continue to look at them and reminisce about a past life when I used to wear false lashes. Oh, I forgot. I also have this eyeliner that I bought in Japan, which is a Sailor Moon eyeliner. I'm wearing it today. It didn't translate blue. Again, just didn't translate blue. So sad about it. It's kind of really, really dark blue. So yeah, it's not, I don't feel like it's, I really kind of wish it was more like this blue. That would be nice. So yeah, those are all the new old, or the old new makeup products in my life that were sitting in my house, unused, unloved. I don't like to be wasteful, so I am gonna like use some of these things, and others I'm gonna give away. Anyway, if you want to see me put all this on my face, then it's coming next. If you don't want to see that, then that's fine. I'm not offended. You know, time is money. So I thought, since I haven't used the makeup, I thought I'd put it on my face now since I haven't got anything. And let's just put on some makeup, even though we're not going anywhere at the moment. It's a Saturday and it's really miserable out, so it helps that it's not very tempting at all. I'm just gonna start off with my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, which I'm halfway done with this. I think I used too much of it, to be honest. I really like this primer. Before using this primer, I've not really been a primer person, but I like this because I feel like it does keep my makeup on a bit longer and it helps protect my skin and sort of create a barrier between my skin and the makeup. So I'm just kind of, it's probably a bit too much. It's all over the face. And then usually I would go in with my sunscreen, or usually I put my sunscreen before and then I put the primer on. But since I'm not going anywhere today, I'm not going to the office, I'm gonna skip that step. And use my MAC strobe cream, which I'm nearly done. This was in my project pan. It took me ages to finish up because I just always forget to use it, sort of give an illumination to the face. So let's start off with base. That's what I usually do. What have I got here? Forgot what I have. I do have a couple of base products. I'm gonna use this one, which is the Aucoin Sculpt and Define Contour Book, Volume 2. because there's some creams in here. We'll just see what else I want to use. I might use this strobe cream that I bought in Korea years ago. I'm going to go in with some foundation first. This is the Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation, which I do enjoy. I first heard about this foundation from Stephanie Nicole, who has dry skin, and my skin these days, look, it isn't as good as when I was pregnant or breastfeeding. I had like no pimples during that 1.5 years, and now my skin is going back to its, you know, normal state. Yeah, it's just looking a little bit more tired and worse for wear at the moment. Because it is cooler, I do feel like I need something a little bit more moisturizing. So I've been using this lately, and I'm nearly done with it. I am trying to use it up because it is kind of getting old, and I can sort of tell that there isn't much left. I don't think I'm going to do a full beat today. Like in terms of my base, I'm not going to do like full on color correcting all my under eye circles and my redness and everything. Look, I think the coverage is decent. You can still see the redness and everything, but for a face at home, I'm not going to be too fussed, to be honest. So, and then I think I'm going to go in with the contour cream. So there's the sculpting cream, and then there's a candlelight cream. Maybe I'm just going to use my fingers because I haven't really got many brushes around with me. So let's just see how malleable this is. I am just going to use that same brush I use my foundation and just blend that in a little. Color wise, I think it's pretty good actually. Give myself a bit more of a chiseled jaw, and I usually kind of put it around here, a bit on the nose. Let's try the candlelight cream. And I have to say, once I've touched it with my fingers, I can sort of see that there's a bit of texture in the pan. Hopefully that doesn't mean that it's off. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what this candlelight cream is supposed to do. I can't see a significant difference, to be honest. Maybe for people who want the most subtle glow ever, this is really very light. It's not something that I would really put on my face because, like I said, it doesn't feel like there's a very noticeable difference. But yeah, I don't mind the contour cream at all. And in fact, here it does kind of give you an idea of how you can sculpt and contour, which is helpful for people who may need some guidance. I definitely don't do all that, but you can if you want. And I'm gonna powder my face so that I can put some powder on top, just using my 3 Diaphanous powder that, again, I'm trying to use up. Let's go in with the sculpting powder, and then I'm gonna put a bit of candlelight powder on top as well. The color looks, in the pan, it looks pretty good. It's like a nice cool toned brown. I feel like it's very, very pigmented, this contour, and you might just have to go in with a lighter hand than what I just did, because that is extreme for me. I will clean this up after. I'm just going to use my foundation brush and just go back in and just kind of blend it out a little. What do you think? I definitely feel like I went a bit too heavy-handed on this side. I'm going to add also the candlelight powder, and this is also really quite subtle as well. There is a bit of luminosity to it, but it's not as impactful as the majority of my highlighters. I don't necessarily mind it though. I think this is nicer than the actual candlelight cream. I also put some around here as well. And that's the base. And before I get into eyebrows, I do have this Master Brow Pro palette from Maybelline. But knowing me, I'm just not going to use this because I have this, which is my Holy Grail eyeshadow palette. So I'm not going to use this one because then I can at least give this away. And I'm going to go in with this for my brows. I probably will fast forward this bit because no one really needs to see me do my brows. I have a very, very simple brow routine, which isn't anything revolutionary. Brows are on. Oh, I forgot to use this. And I have to say, I really want to try it. So I'm going to use it. Even though I've powdered my face already, hopefully this will work over powder. This is basically a strobe pen from BANILA Co. And I wonder if the product is still okay. It has basically been sitting in a dark cupboard this whole time, so hopefully, okay, I see something coming out, and it's kind of like this pinkish type of cream. Oh, it's quite tacky and has a very perfumed scent. It doesn't smell off. Let's just put a little bit. All the places that you'd kind of normally highlight. Oops. I have to say, I really hate the smell. It's very scented. like sweet perfume. I don't like it. If I had maybe tried a tester, I probably wouldn't have bought that. Okay, let's move on to the eyes. Obviously, I've got this giant palette that I've not used. It's been a few years now, and I feel like maybe I should just give it a go and try it for myself, even though everyone has said pretty much that this is not a very good palette. Her palettes are very inconsistent, the quality. Some are good, some are bad, some are decent. And for the price point, I believe this was $129 US, which is expensive. This should be excellent quality. So I really hope it is. I'm really hoping it is, because I'll be really devastated if it's not. And I'm not 100% sure what I want to do today. But I definitely know I want to use this blue mascara. So maybe something with the blue. Maybe. Blue and brown. And maybe some of that burnt red looks nice. I am going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see everything. Let's start with Tamarind, which is kind of a yellow toned brown, I'd say. I heard this palette goes really muddy, like the colors. So I'm hoping Mel Thompson got a really, like a bad palette and mine is fine. I mean, so far that's looking okay. I do like that this is an all matte palette. Like, favorite palette of all time, this Viseart one, it's all matte. I mostly use a lot of mattes, especially over, like, if I had to go all matte or all sparkly, I definitely go all matte. Then I'm going to use Tribe, which is this one. And I think I'm going to place that on the mobile lid below the crease. So far, I'm not unhappy with how it's looking. They're going on nice and pigmented. And I'm going to go back in with Tamarind just to blend it out a little. I think that looks fine. I think that's looking okay. I do really want to go in with Fata Morgana. Is that how you pronounce it? Fata Morgana. Color wise, I mean, this is just a beautiful palette in my opinion. I love the color story. So if this doesn't work out, I'll be quite disappointed. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the blue on the outer V. Okay, yes, this blue is blending out funny. I am gathering from what I'm doing that patching motions work best for this shade. I mean, I think these three colors look so beautiful against each other. And the great thing is, I mean, I'm getting zero fallout. Let me know, what do you guys do? Do you guys do your base first, or do you do your eyes first? Mostly the reason why I do my base first is because I find it sort of less distracting once I have my base on, because sometimes I feel like the look can look quite strange until the base is on, and then it just brings it together once you have the base on. I feel like this side looks better than that side. I always feel like I have definitely one better side than the other. One that cooperates, and then one that just decides, screw it, I'm just gonna do what I want. I'm going back in with a little bit more Tribe because I feel like I've just blended that away a little. Just kind of what I'm noticing with this palette, it kind of can be quite easy to blend away colors. And for the lower lash line, what should I use for that? I think I'm gonna go in with Desert Date, which is this orange, for my lower lash line. And then on top of that, I am going to go in with Tribe. I think I want to add a touch of that blue on the outer part of my lower lash line too. Just whatever's remaining on the brush. Just going to tight line with my Marc Jacobs black eyeliner. I think I'm nearly done with this one. And then a lower lash line, I thought it'd be fun to add this Kiko Milano long lasting stick in 44, which Miriam gave me. I love it. And I probably will have to go back in with that orange. I definitely feel like these eyeshadows kind of easily blend away because I feel like I'm having to touch up again. Curl my lashes, and I am going to use this Elegance long lasting mascara. I'm really hoping it's a nice vibrant blue, and it is in the brush anyway. Let's see what it looks like on. I do love adding like a colored mascara, blue to be specific, when I'm wearing blue, because I feel like it brings out the blue in the eyeshadow. It's not super obvious though. Maybe if you had like blonde lashes, lighter colored lashes, it'd be more obvious. It's not coming across as super blue. It is holding a lash though, which is really good because some mascaras are very weighty and they don't hold my lash. I'm gonna add this on the bottom lash as well. I really wish this was more pigmented because the brush looks really fun, this color, and then you can't really tell at all. Just kind of looks like a tiniest tint ever. A bit disappointed. I also recall that this was not a cheap mascara either. I mean, it's pretty. Look at that. The packaging is really nice. It feels like the majority of the money went into the packaging. Let's add a bit of liner too. Is it overkill? How fun is the packaging? I think this is a dark blue. Yes, it is dark blue. It definitely looks like black on the eyelids. Ooh, I didn't actually use blush. I've got this blush. I don't think that this blush from Hourglass will go with the look because it's very mauvey. So I'm just going to go in with my usual blush from Suqqu, which I love and adore. The one that is half bronzer, half blush, which I love. I'm so surprised I have not hit pan on this, to be honest. A little bit overboard. I feel like in a way, the older I get, the heavier I go with blush. I really did want to try this Shimmering Veil Statement from 3. I don't know if this color would work for the inner corner. This is what it looks like. I might just ruin this look with adding some of this in, but I might add just a little bit in the inner part of the mobile lid. Sometimes I just feel like fingers are the most efficient with these kind of things because I don't have the right brush with me. I have a feeling this shade would look stunning all over the eyelid just by itself. I don't necessarily think it goes with the eye look. Maybe I can use a little bit of this in the inner corner instead. This is Lyra. Let's just add the tiniest bit, just a smidge. Lipstick. What should I go for? I've got 1969, which is this. Ooh, it's an orange shade as well. Let's try this. It just somehow, all these shades I feel like work. Ooh, that is very light. This is for sure the lightest orange I have in my collection. What do you think? What do you think? I think this is what is gonna be the final look. Let me know, do you have makeup sitting in your drawer unused? I encourage you to use them, especially if you're on a no-buy like me and you kind of want to feel like you've got new makeup. You probably have some new makeup sitting around. So, you know, go and play with them. Go and play with your unopened makeup. I know you have some sitting in your drawer. I can't be the only one, surely. Anyway, I hope you guys are well wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.